Hi, this is Crystal with LD3 Democrats. I am here to walk you through how to sign candidate nominating petitions and contribute $5 qualifying contributions to help our candidates get on the ballot and get funding for 2026. So to get started, you're going to click on Sign a Candidate Nominating Petition. And when you do that, it's going to bring up a page that will allow you to put some information in to authenticate your voter status. So as you go down here, you have two options. The first is to enter a driver's license number, or you could enter a voter registration number and last for a social. So I don't know about you, but my purse is downstairs and my driver's license is in there, and I'm pretty lazy about going up and downstairs for things. So I use the second option and put in my voter registration number. And an easy way to find that is to go to ballotready.vote. Ballotready.vote. And what you can do is type that into a browser window and you'll be able to easily log in there, and that will show you your voter registration number once you're logged in. And also while you're there, you can check your voter's registration status, make sure that your party registration is correct, and make sure that you are signed up for AVL, AEVL, which is receiving a ballot by mail. Even if you are a person who loves to go vote in person on election day, I always recommend that you are signed up for vote by mail, because having that ballot in your hand gives you options if you end up with some kind of an unforeseen situation, like a family emergency where you have to go out of state or something. You have that ballot as a backup. So always, I recommend that everyone is signed up for vote by mail. Anyway, I'm going to pause this for just a second so that I can log in here, and then we'll continue. Once you sign in on the first page, the next page that pops up will be verifying your address, and it gives you just enough of your address to know if it's right or not. Yes, that is where I live. XXXXXXXX Street. No. Once you're completely logged in, it'll show you all of the petitions that are available for you to sign. These are all races that will be on your ballot in the 2026 general election. So you can see for me, it starts with CD8 because that's where I live. There's a bunch of Democratic candidates, but I can only sign up to one petition for this office because there's only going to be one person on the final ballot. You can see these all say status open because I have not yet signed for a candidate in this race yet. But once I do, I can easily do that just by clicking on a name, and that'll open up in a new screen to go through the process of signing their petition. It's really easy. Next, we have governor. We definitely want to sign to reelect our Governor Katie Hobbs and support her. You can see I've already signed here. And once you sign, all the others will be closed because, again, only allowed to sign up to one petition for this office. The next two on my page are both very important candidates to sign for. We have Jeff Fortney, who's running for state senate in LD3, and Rick Spargo, who is running for state house representative in LD3. Please, please sign for these two candidates. They're both getting near the end of their campaign for signatures. Once they have their signatures, they can turn those into the state and won't have to focus on chasing signatures anymore. They can just get fully into campaigning. So you'll notice here, we only have one state senator on our office, but we do have two state representative positions that'll be on our ballot. However, only one Democrat is running. We don't want to give any votes to the Republicans that are running. So we're going to be going in on what's called a single shot strategy, recommending that you vote only for Rick and just leave your other potential second vote blank. And when it comes to signing, we're only going to sign for Rick. Next is Adrian Fontes, our amazing Secretary of State. Then Chris Mays, the most badass Attorney General in our country. Definitely want to sign for her. We have Nick Mansour running for state treasurer. Please sign for him. For superintendent of public instruction, we have several candidates running. You can sign for your favorite, or if you are not familiar with these candidates at all, you can go to our website, azld3dems.org, and then click on Vote Info in the top menu. And under Vote Info, there's a link for 2026 candidates. And all of these candidates are listed here, along with every other candidate that is confirmed running at this point on the Democratic side. And you can go to their websites and learn a little bit about them to know, figure out who you want to sign for, or you can just come back later and sign for one of these later, but get all of these other ones out of the way so that we are helping them move forward in their campaign. Next is Brian Matlock, State Mine Inspector. Definitely sign for him. And Corporation Commission, you'll notice that there are 2 petitions that you may sign. There will be 2 open spots for the Corporation Commission in 2026. I have already signed for Jonathan Hill because I got to know him in 2024 when he was running, and I support his race, but that is not an endorsement. You can sign for whoever you feel that you should sign for. All right, and then once you go through the page, you are done with signing petitions. It's super easy. It only takes a few minutes, but there is one other thing that I would like you to do. I'm going to hit pause again for just a second while I go back to the home page. And to get back to the home page, you can go back to the link, or you can just hit back a few times on your browser. And then the next thing that we're going to do is contribute a $5 qualifying contribution. And then I'm going to pause it for just a second again to enter my information. And then you need to go through the login process again. And then you'll get to this page where it says available qualifying contributions. What this means is that the candidates that are listed on this page have chosen, rather than traditional funding where they have to go out to the community and try to get donations, they are going with the clean elections funding. So if they get enough signatures from the community to show support for their campaigns, the Arizona Citizens Clean Elections Commission will give them a certain amount of funding so that they can run their campaign. Both Jeff Fortney, our state Senate for LD3 candidate, and Rick Spargo, running for state House representative, are both running clean. So please come in here and contribute $5 to each of them. Once you go through that process, it adds a small fee. So I think it's like $5.43 or something like that, that you end up contributing to each of these candidates. But this helps them, again, get enough funding to run in 2026. One thing that you will notice looking at this page is that this is candidates of all parties, not just ours. So if you decide that you want to contribute to anyone else, just pay close attention to who you're contributing to. Make sure that that is someone that you want to support. And that is it. Once you get on here and do your $5 contributions, you are done. If you have left some of the races with primaries unsigned, you can come back in here at any time and sign for those candidates. Thank you for doing this. This is an important civic duty to help our candidates get on the ballot. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.